And now, live from the studios of Freedom's Phoenix, Ernest Hancock.
Wow, wow, wow. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good.
Of course I knew I would. I'm talking to Gary Franchi from RTR.org, where we're getting ready to do some butt whipping. You know, that's one thing a lot of people don't realize, just how much the internet and its use matured in just the last 4 years. It was 4 years ago that we started the Ron Paul Revolution. And back then, I mean, there was a lot of things out there, but it wasn't, I think the political establishment and a lot of people, they got caught by surprise on how much the internet could be used. Now, you got a little inkling of it back in 2004, the Howard Dean thing, raised a little money and got some organization going on, but we were making front page headline news back in 1996 as being the first cyber candidate running for mayor in the city of Phoenix. We had a candidate that I was campaign managing for, and we're doing all this stuff and putting the information on the internet and making that available. We knew this was coming. 2000, it was kind of like, there's a little bit of internet. You know, most guys got a little something to do with the internet, and they got an email. By 2002, it was, what, you don't got a web page? And I remember it was Congressman Matt Salmon was running for governor in 2002, and it was everything but the kitchen sink. I mean, it had the kitchen sink. Heck, he had a picture of kitchen sink. I mean, it was everything. But when you go there, all the whiz-bang features, but no substance. There was nothing. You know, there was nothing there that was of any value because it was just blah, 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 gobbledygook. So what we did is, here, Sarah. So what happened was we went ahead and made sure that we always provide substance over style. But if you can do that, well, then you that's like a minimum job requirement or a minimum service requirement or a minimum me look at you requirement for people going to a website. Now, it's great to have features, but if they're features of nothing, well, then it doesn't make any difference. That's where a lot of other people went. When Dr. Paul started his run for the 2008 election cycle in it's like February 2007, and we started getting going. At that moment, we already knew what we were going to do. It was, how much can we create an infrastructure that we can communicate directly with each other? Everybody wanted to control it. They wanted to get their handle on the suitcase and say it's theirs and their block of votes. You know, they still do that. That's how politics work. It's all about, my block of votes versus your block of votes, and our collective is better than yours. And we're less collectivist than our collective and whatever. It's always collectivist. But the thing is, the internet allowed people to do peer-to-peer, mind-to-mind, direct communication without filters. Now, if you can create a resource, a structure, like, a lot of places, Daily Paul's there, they have whatever they want focused on one thing. You have RTR.org provides a structure by which you can share with people. Freedom's Phoenix, you can comment and write and do and whatever you want. By having that philosophy materialized on the internet where you can directly communicate with what you're doing, what you'd like to do, what you're willing to pay for, what you're offering, the artwork that you have, video, radio, MP3 files, whatever it is that you want to do, it's there. And it's very inspirational to people. But as this matured in just a couple of years to be a force, well, of course, bad guys, they want to do whatever they want to do. But we're going into 2012 with all of the resources and all of the knowledge and all of the abilities and all of the foundation and graphics and videos and experiences and expertise that we have from the last 4 years starting this election cycle. What impact will that have? I don't know. We're going to find out. And RTR.org is going to help. So right now, today, we got, when it first started, we went in and opened an account. We put it up, and then it just kept changing, and there's all kinds of new stuff. And then I'm going, whoa, man, I got, there's a learning curve here. We'll go ahead and wait a little bit. Well, now a lot of these upgrades are done. Gary's helping us with it. I'll have Sierra talk to him, and if we can do the same kind of work in exposing and promoting Freedom's Phoenix and the show and all the stuff that we're doing here with less work and a wider audience, guess what? I'm all in, man. So that's what we're going to do. Now, we wanted to make sure that we launched the wallet voting one of the main things that we did was we launched it on RTR.org. Today, it made Lou Rockwell's blog, and all of a sudden, boom, it exploded. And it's just, whoa, everybody's downloading the Silver Calculator app. Everybody's starting to see how we're using the dime thing, all the artwork and fun that we're having with that. They're going to PorcFest with this thing. So now we want to go ahead and start the next phase, and we'll go ahead and work with RTR, because I know that Gary's going to be very involved in Dr. Paul's campaign. So help me understand how you're going to use RTR with all of the experiences that we've had over the last 4 years, that we're going to start with a new foundation. I am of the opinion that Facebook is going to pull the plug on you or cause a problem or not be there, or it's going to become an Obama in this thing. And then what are you going to do? Well, hopefully now you can build up a database and get it all going to be a direct competitor. So I'm going, tell me how you're going to use RTR to do this and what your plans are for it.
Well, the first step is to get people established on the site and get them acclimated through the different video tutorials that we've created so that they understand what features are at their disposal. Now, the reason that Facebook can play a major role, but it doesn't necessarily have to, but the way that it can is by the cross-publishing feature. And that's primarily how like I said, like to use the site. Now, the way that people who support Ron Paul can make things instantly viral is if, for instance, they post, like I see that Sierra has just posted a link to Freedom's Phoenix directly into our news feed. Well, what I see that on my end, as a user of RTR, I see a little share button. Now, because Sierra has used us, and she started with us as the nexus point, as the pinpoint, she has now published that to Facebook and Twitter, your link. Now I see it at RTR, and I click the share button. Now I've just shared that exact same link to Facebook and Twitter as well. So now we've just effectively, because of one post, and because of two people's now actions, have shared that to both of those external websites at the same time. Because I hit share, and then she published it initially.
So you figured it out already, Sierra? Yeah, she's got it. Man, see, if she can do it, well, at least she can do it.
So imagine this viral multiplier, okay? All of a sudden, someone sees a breaking headline that Sierra has posted that goes to Freedom's Phoenix, okay? Now, there's 70 people online, 79 people online right now. If you can make your call to action along with that link, everybody click share now. All connected users click share now. Now you've got 70 people who are all sharing that exact same link to Facebook and Twitter, MySpace, LinkedIn, and Yahoo, or wherever.
Okay, Sierra, go ahead and post the normal stuff that you would on all the site now to there to try it and see what happens. And we tell everybody, hey, it's on RTR.org. Go share it, do it, link your stuff, go open up your account, get that done. And Sierra's going to go ahead and have that up right now. Now, Sierra, have you figured out how to do it? And it does Twitter also? And you do it? What about our YouTube channel or something?
YouTube doesn't have the same publishing features as Facebook and Twitter, but what you can do is it's voluntary. The whole system is voluntary, and you have to work to inspire someone to click that share link. So whatever you're sharing better be worthwhile to someone out there who cares about freedom, and you ask them to do it, or the message is important enough that you don't have to ask, and they go ahead and click it either way. The point is that once it's there, they have the ability to hit that share button, and the possibility now is that 79 people who are on that news feed with you are all connected.
Okay, now are you putting on there, Sierra, that Gary's on with me right now? Yeah, okay, now the first one, Gary's on with me. All you guys out there, Gary's on with me. Guess what? I want you to go share and do the show and see how this works, and we're starting. All right, man, I'm all over it, Gary. Thanks for coming on and explaining it to me. We'll do this again in a week or two, and we'll start seeing how we can start building both our sites into the next election cycle. Thanks, Gary.
Thanks,
we'll be right back here on Declare Your Independence in just a little bit.